Hi guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John and this mess is mine. Anyhow, running kind of out of time today. Now I don't mean time like time on the clock. I mean if you had a car and the valves aren't in time with the pistons coming up and down, it just doesn't run right. Well, that's where I'm at. I just ain't running right. Having a hard time getting back in gear from Carlisle. I still haven't put all that stuff away. I was doing those 4x4s yesterday in yesterday's video, and I didn't get anywhere near done of that. And I got to get that, and I don't even know if I can get the truck out. I didn't know it was supposed to rain last night, and so I didn't put this Kubota in its normal resting place. And the wife asked me, I don't know, after midnight sometime, kind of awake there, and the rain woke her up and woke me up, and says, "Did you put the Kubota away?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." I really thought I did, but I didn't. That must have been the day before. I don't know. So basically what I'm saying is you got to pay to be stupid. It's a saying I came up with. I'm pretty sure I came up with it because I never heard anybody else particularly talk about it. But you got to pay to be stupid. So I was stupid and not put this thing away. And now everything in there is wet. The jacket I got hanging out, it was soaked. It had a pretty good amount of rain last night. It rained hard, and so that was that's kind of what I'm saying. Kind of like Eddie up at Mark's. Speaking about Mark, I saw his video last night. That was pretty sad. If you haven't been up there and checked him out, everybody kind of likes accidents and disasters and stuff like that. That seems to what always makes the news. The roof came off of pretty near, maybe more than half of his sawmill building. He had some kind of downdraft wind or flat draft wind. He explained it. Real sad. I wish I could do something for him, but he's a little far away. If he was across the street, I'd be over there today helping him, because he's an awfully good person. I think anybody that's here probably knows about that already, or maybe you missed that particular show. And but kind of a sad, it seems like there's the storms are more intensive, and maybe a few more of them nowadays than there were when I was past. But then there used to be more snowstorms in the past than we have now. Maybe it's global warming, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Don't know what it is, but maybe it's just the way the earth is going to cycle. Don't know. But anyhow, back to, you got to pay to be stupid. Doesn't matter what you do. If you do something stupid, you generally get your way out of it by paying. If you're going down the road and you're speeding, or you go through a radar thing or one of those speed cameras, you're stupid. You knew better. But as long as you got to pay. If I don't know how to fix my car nowadays, you might not call that stupid. You might call it uneducated or lack of skill or whatever. Money will take care of it. You got to pay to be stupid. If you say, like I cut the grass one time and I hit something that I didn't pick up in the grass and took out a mower blade and bearing in a mower. This has been many years ago. You got to pay to be stupid. You didn't pick it up. So that's a saying I got. And how many people out there relate to what I'm talking about? Leave me a comment below on if you relate to you got to pay to be stupid. And I don't know. I'm sure we've all done stupid things where, crap, you got to fix it, man. Why did I do that? Or why did I forget that? Or this or that or the other thing. So that's kind of put me in a mopey mood, I guess, or out of time. I can't get the thing out, but everything back here got wet. Leather gloves are all wet. Like I said, it was a heavy rain. I guess anything that was under that board didn't get too wet. Somebody was already in there looking at that. That stuff got wet, but that not too much in here. It'll all dry out. I bet that thing will probably start right up. So anyhow, that's where I'm at. I'm getting ready to go back and see if I can't get the truck unloaded. Might take it back here for a little bit. I'm not sure. Main thing today is if I can move around. I might not be able to move around the way I want. Is get the new to me lawnmower down just to see if we can figure out why it keeps surging. A couple people have mentioned a few things in the past when they saw it surging, and it might be, might not be. Jeffrey's pretty smart when it comes to that kind of stuff, so take it down there. Oh, on those on the 4x4s that you got down there, a lot of you guessed that it was for wood boxes, and that's what it's going to be for, is wood boxes. I came across those. I don't have really mentally in my mind any money in those. Okay, they didn't cost me anything. If I'd gone to the store and bought all those, they would have cost me an arm and a leg. But the gentleman that got those, he wheeled and dealed and got those for basically nothing. And so when he got those, well, he needed some pine boards, or wanted some pine boards, and so I sent him out a big batch of pine boards that I cut, that you guys watched cutting, which I didn't know what I was going to do with. So he got something basically for nothing, I got something for nothing, and he got some boards and I got some boards, and the trading thing is great because I didn't have to lay out any money for those. But and I'm not going to make those right now. It's just that they came along at the length they're at. They're kind of cumbersome and in the way, so I figured I'd cut them down to what I need. I like the wood boxes better than the totes. The only reason I like the totes is because they're light to move around. They're quick, they're easy. I didn't have to do anything to get to them, but they're kind of awkward to fill compared to the wood boxes that I make, and they hold a third of a cord. The wood boxes hold about 6/10 of a cord, so it lasts a little bit longer for one move. It lasts basically most of those last about 2 totes worth. So cord of wood is cord of wood, so it takes up the same amount of space, just more moving around. So anyhow, that's where it's at. Everything back here is soaking wet. Everything here is soaking wet. I got to get back into this, go up to Carlisle, or set up for Carlisle, or get ready for Carlisle, do Carlisle, then come back and unload Carlisle. I still haven't put things away because, like I said, yesterday was all doctor's days. So I got to get back in the rhythm, slow man rhythm. We'll see you. Be back in a bit. Bye-bye. Hi, guys. This is how I got my hair cut yesterday, or the day before. Anyhow, we're going down to Jeffrey's, figured I'd pick this up, and he's pretty good at fixing things. So, we're going to go up. Try to keep you in the loop here. I think we'll put you here. Kind of swing it on over. Looks like we gotta go up a little more. I guess I should have a, tether? I guess that's what you call it. But I don't have one here. Let's see. Okay, stay there. Always nice to have help, ain't it? All right, we'll move. Are you guys still in there? Can't do 2 things at one time. Got to move it over a little bit, get in the middle. We wouldn't want to overload this truck to one side. Now we'll start bringing it down. And look at that twirl. Yeah, that'll be all right. Now I'm gonna leave the straps on it up there. So I'm going to tie it down and leave the straps on it because I've got to take it off down to Jeffrey's. I'll be back in a little bit, just what's going on. Bye-bye. All right, guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. You guys figure out yet what I got? Well, we're down here at Jeffrey's neighbor. He's trying to get rid of something I need. I really need, because I only have 5 of them. This is the most peculiar thing you've ever seen. We're trying to figure out how all this goes together. It looks like a little Deutz 1-cylinder. Don't ask me, 3,000 RPM. This thing is some kind of a gear reduction unit here, or reverser. Okay, to change the direction. Here is a valve it with a D10 on it. I don't know what kind of valve that is, but it's good. And it's right up my price range. Free. Oh, here's a plate. Miscellaneous plate. Here's a flywheel part.
Flywheel, bell housing.
Here's a bell housing. Neat little motor. It's a 1-cylinder Deutz. And I got a feeling, somehow they had a starter hooked up onto it. This thing might be beyond being able to figure out. Even Jeffrey's puzzled. When Jeffrey's puzzled, you know, when Jeffrey's puzzled, you know you got problems. I think a crank, some kind of hand crank probably went on there. You got,
I think they were using the electric.
I think so too. So, is that a governor, a throttle? Good size cylinder. That's got to be a 5-inch cylinder on there, isn't it?
This is what was setting their RPM. See?
Okay. Oh, look at it.
Maximum blast.
It's a number 3.
You got 3 on it?
No, but you can tell by the size it's a 3.
Okay.
That's a healthy I-beam. That's a better I-beam than I got on mine. Somebody was serious when they got that, put this together.
Yeah.
It could probably tow up the road. Squirrel's been eating on it. You can see some shiny there. You got return to home diesel, or no, this is feed it. This is a return me to home. This is a drain with a fancy chrome thing. Tires look better than the tires on my truck. Got a healthy tank on it. Look at the size of that tank. This thing's up there and built, but looks like it's been sitting for a couple, like a lot of years. I got a feeling this could be heavy to pick up, isn't it?
Well, I assume we were going to use the crane and not pick it up by hand.
Why? You're never in for a challenge.
No, I have no clue what this thing is.
Did I outdo myself this time, guys? If it's free, it's for me. Are you junking my truck up?
Oh, I know what that was, John. That was the slider from the other side.
Oh.
The weld burnt.
Well.
This would be trying to fall off.
Ooh, not a good thing. Well, I'm glad you...
Looks like the boys from Birchett Welding did that.
Birchett Welders? I don't know. This looks pretty decent here. There's no way to get it underneath weld. There's only one side, so you knew it'd pull off. This ain't too bad of welds there.
No, but they
that's a good weld. You just can't weld it but on one side. It needs bolts. I like that. I like that I-beam though. That's a nice I-beam, isn't it? That's
what stroke you reckon that is? So a 2-footer?
Oh, it's probably better than 2 foot. Probably says up here on the destructions, but I can't read it. Can't read it. Been sitting for quite a little bit. It's got some, what is this stuff called? Lichens? Lichetins? And it's got strappets. Got weasel in it.
No, it's got Varsol on it.
Varsol? And wait a second. That looks a little shaky there.
It is. A little shaky.
I like the motor though.
I knew you would. The first thing I saw was that.
A little do it. Is this a that ain't coming out of there.
What?
There's a wood splitting wedge over here.
What's that holding together?
I'm not sure. Is that the gas cap unit?
Gas cap return spring.
Gas cap return spring. All right, well, I guess we got to figure out how to get this onto here. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, right. That thing's heavy.
Well, we'll get a strap around the I-beam at the back and up around the tongue here. It ought to pick
Man,
up.
I should have brought my 4 chains up. I think we'll loop it here and loop it there and loop it here and loop it there. I want.
Stupid. We should have picked up the 4-way spreader from the shop.
Well, I should have brought my 4-way spreader from the home. All right, we're going to be back after we try to lift this thing up. We got to spider web it first. After we spider web it, then we'll bring you back. We'll see you. Bye. All right, we're hanging in there. We got a new crane operator. It's first day on the job. Look at that. You know, that's a nice axle underneath that thing, isn't it? This was a well-made thing. Got a lot of straps on it. I'm trying to help and
Farther forward?
yeah, as far as you can get it. Like I said, you're liable to see anything at this place. Do we want to keep it off to the side so we can get it on that way, you think? Move it, would that move it more forward and give more place for the lawnmower?
What, you put it sideways?
Yeah. About the angle you got it there looks good, doesn't it? Let me move some of this light stuff. Here's a bucket of pots. I think you can come more forward, can't you? Bring it right up to the...
Nope.
Yeah, you can.
Can't move all the way up, buddy.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Still curled, it'll pull it up, won't it? No, I guess not. It might want to take off now. Let's put pressure back on it. Well, I'll be darned. For now, we'll put some stuff like that under the wheels. What do you think? There's room for the lawnmower, don't you think? Might have to make a special trip for the lawnmower trip. You know, can you move it over this way some? No, it won't fit sideways. But you got a foot here, that'll give me more room over there for the lawnmower. Huh? That's good. You want to pull some more? I think that's good. All right, we're going to strap this thing down. That's kind of what it looks like up there. Strappy this beast down. And then we'll bring you back. Then we got to go and work on a lawnmower. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Well, this is just a quick wrap up. It is loaded. We got chain tie down, chain down, chain tie down, and strap tie down. And we're only going about, what is it, half a block to your house? Anyhow, that's what it looks like. That's update on unloaded. Now we're going to go play with a non-running John Deere, or running John Deere. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. change that spring wheel and increase the speed a little bit. It's not very fast when you're mowing. It takes forever to even activate. It's coming in over here. Might be able to move that back further. Move it out to that hole. Guys, I'm gonna bring you back later. Well, just kind of wrap up after the day. We got it running. Jeffrey got it running. I didn't do poop. Somehow I got to sneak that home without the wife seeing it. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but I got to do that. Now I'm getting ready to climb up there, unhook it, probably leave the straps on it, and it's going back home. So we'll see you later in a little bit. I think the next video will be at home. Hi guys, well, we made it home. No problems. Fixed me a nice dinner. I think I gotta probably have you about here. We're just gonna bring it over and set it right down about here. I hope. Everything looks pretty good. It got it hooked up. It's actually just kind of sitting there right now. What do you think, guys? Well, I'll do a couple straps. I guess you're still in there. Oh man, it got dirty. Here's a new wax. I have a big clevis over on this side and just do a loop on the other side. Not too rough. Yeah, big clevis. Any one of those straps could have, well, the big strap in the front, that can hold, I don't know how many times what that mower weighs. Now, if you're wondering why the deck looks so nasty and the rest of the tractor looks so good, because I put the old mower deck on, because most of the time I'm getting leaves and that kind of crap, and just didn't feel like putting the new one on there. Heath, if you're watching this, you need to get one of those trucks, buddy. You see the stuff you can bring home with that? This one here is a little tight, but that's all right. See, this got a loop. I just follow it through the loop. Look at that. Easy as falling off a truck. Yeah, I just roll them up. The other thing I think I'll take off tomorrow, because I'm gonna go try the mower out. It should start up. I think I'll get this out of my head range. Well, once I back up a little bit, well, it's just gonna get in the way. be. That's the lawnmower I got that last year. To replace the one that blew up that was identical to it. How do you like it, Heath? You're always showing new mower. It needs some wax. It needs some wax on there. Let's see if it'll start up. Let's see, pull the choke. You're supposed to give it a little gas. Come on. Maybe you don't need to give it any gas. Uh-oh. There it goes. Sounds a lot better than it did. I think it's still warmed up from being down at Jeffrey's. And then when I choke it, I flood it out a little bit. Looks a lot better in here. They even had new battery put in it. Got 179 hours on it now. I think it's about 175 when I got it. All right. If you like my mystery, I guess you see what it is. That thing is pretty well made. They did real good until they came to the slide. The slide was pretty, that was a little shaky. Might cut some of this stuff off. I'm not really into that. I like a good old table. I like the handle down where I can get to it. I like that I-beam. That's a serious I-beam. I think that's like Andrew's making up on his. Might like try to find one of those. Anyhow, that's it for tonight. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button if you would, and leave a comment if you like the new masterpiece I got. Oh, I guess I showed you, we showed you down there. It's got a Deutz 1-cylinder engine on it. I can't find the horsepower on it. And we just looked it up. I think it's got a different bell housing that's supposed to be on it, because I don't know if you can read that. It says D303-1, which comes back to a 3-cylinder. And that's definitely a 1-cylinder. But I'll tell you what, whoever mounted it, they weren't no slackers. They were good. That might make a neat wood splitter. I think it's supposed to have a hand crank start on it. So I gotta do some research on it. If you guys want to do research on it, help me out on it. I'll be more obliged to find anything find me anything you can about it. It's a neat piece there. We'll see you now. Bye-bye.